What is up, YouTube, and welcome to Lil Jitsu. Jiu Jitsu has changed my life. That's a phrase that is commonly heard in the gym as well as on social media, and for me, it's true. When I started Jiu Jitsu, 7 years ago, I was short, I was skinny, and literally had zero confidence in my ability to defend myself in any physical confrontation. Now, after training 7 years, competing, opening up my own gym, I am confident in my own abilities, and I can 100% say that I am stronger now, physically and mentally, than I was when I started Jiu Jitsu. So, will Jiu Jitsu change your life? That's a great question, and here is my answer. Obviously my opinion, but hopefully you find it beneficial. I've seen Jiu Jitsu change the lives of many of my students and training partners over the years that I've been in the gym. The changes that I've seen have ranged from weight loss, diet, exercise, stress relief, greater flexibility, reduced anger, and the list goes on, right? But I've seen these changes happen. So the answer to the question of whether or not Jiu Jitsu is going to change your life really depends on what you're trying to get out of it. Now, the statistic as to whether or not you're going to reach black belt, that's not that likely, but it's not to say you can't. However, if you start the Jiu Jitsu journey with one of those benefits in mind, these are very likely to improve as a result of doing Jiu Jitsu. In my opinion, there are quite a few reasons why Jiu Jitsu can be such a catalyst in making these changes in someone's life, but the main reason that I see is community. When you join a Jiu Jitsu gym, you're joining a community of like-minded individuals with a common goal to improve themselves in some way. Additionally, you're literally forced to interact with them. This is way different than a regular gym where you could go, work out for an hour, spend time in the locker room, whatever, play basketball. It doesn't matter what you're doing in that gym, and you could probably not talk to a single person that whole time. When it comes to training, if you sweat in someone's mouth or you find someone's hair in your eye or whatever, you're pretty much going to be friends to a certain degree. And I think that's one of the biggest benefits that Jiu Jitsu has to offer. This environment is usually friendly and encouraging, and you can't get better at Jiu Jitsu without good training partners. And that's the main reason that Jiu Jitsu can peer pressure you into improving your life. For the Jiu Jitsu gym that you join will be a community that will hopefully push you to show up, encourage you to be more consistent, and whether that's overt and your teammates are nagging you because you didn't show up to class a few days, or whether that's a little bit more subtle and you notice someone that you think you should be better than improving faster because they're making diet changes or they're stretching more, and it motivates you to do the same. You've heard the phrase, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, and that's true in Jiu Jitsu. You're in a gym, you're working out, you're learning something new, and everyone there is doing the same thing. So it motivates you to want to join that environment and be part of that positive culture. This is a lot different than a work environment where you go to work and everyone there is only there because they want to get paid. And oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes, it's a negative environment where no one really wants to be there. That's not the same in Jiu Jitsu. My thoughts are this. I strongly believe that Jiu Jitsu has changed my life for the better, and it can change yours too. That's literally why I started a gym and why I enjoy teaching. I've watched kids in my classes grow from being shy and self-conscious into confident, self-assured members of the class. I've also had kids' parents talk to me about how their kids were being bullied, and mysteriously, after they started Jiu Jitsu, the bullying ended. One of my students had to use some of the Jiu Jitsu that I had taught in class to protect themselves and to defend themselves, and the bullying ended after that. In another example, the bullying just seemed to stop because of the child's newfound sense of self-confidence. And that's why I like Jiu Jitsu and why I believe it can change lives, whether it's a child getting bullied or an adult who just hasn't had that confidence in their life and wants to grow it, or, any of the other changes that I listed. I will say though, I'm kind of biased. Jiu Jitsu just happens to be what helped me over the course of my journey, but if you build a skill, if you develop yourself and improve in any activity or hobby or skill or pursuit, whether it's CrossFit or yoga or music, it doesn't matter. If you improve yourself, confidence will happen and you'll see benefits in your life. So pick something, work at it, show up consistently, and you'll see benefits as a result of that commitment. Let me know in the comments below if Jiu Jitsu has benefited you in your life, and if so, how. Also, if you guys have other things that have changed your life, send those in the comments as well. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. This concludes my video, people. Thank you for watching to the end. I appreciate you clicking. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Hit the like button if you found this valuable in any way, and hit the bell notification to be notified when future videos post. As always, guys, stay consistent, go train.